Yeah, I actually haven't performed this live since Ben headlined Holy Moly, so this is my two eyeballs. When I was around 15 or 16, I slept with a glass jar on a table by my bedside. Inside lived my two eyeballs. How did this happen, I hear you ask? Well, let's go back to the early 90s to a suburb in South London. My two eyeballs hanging on the wall. My two eyeballs hanging on the wall. One day, walking home from school, I looked up at number 22, Englefield Road, SW12, and saw a face looking out of a bedroom window. The face was the boy who every morning caught the same bus, number 256, as I did to school. He was on his way to Central St Martin's Art College, where I myself one day wanted to be. I remember his dark eyes, his short dark hair, his corduroy coat and red Adidas trainers. Was he looking out the bedroom window at me, I wonder, as if to say hello? Or was it purely just to look out? I always sat behind him on the bus and looked out the window across the early morning sky, across the residential streets of Balham at dawn. From the top deck seat I always sat in, this dreamy, luminescent landscape of this city that I love. My two eyeballs hanging on the wall. My two eyeballs hanging on the wall. But if one of those eyeballs should accidentally fall. One day, looking at the boy sitting in front of me, a ray of sunlight momentarily caught one side of his face as he smiled. Pow! Wow! What's this? My first experience, physical transcendence of momentary fleeting bliss. Don't know why or how, but know right now, I want to give that boy a big fat kiss. Penetrating through the cornea to the antechamber, right through to the lens, narrowly avoiding the pupil, and then entering the retina. This boy's beauty blinded me, my eyeballs ripped from their sockets, orbits cut loose, decapitated from optic nerve. My two little disembodied eyeballs landed on the floor and started rolling around, making their way down the top deck floor, then down the stairs of the bus, past the bus driver, making their way out through the door of the bus. Luckily, the driver stopped the bus just before he ran them over, and I could pick them up and put them in my PE bag, wrap them up in my shower towel, and place them carefully amongst my football boots and Lynx deodorant. Many years later, I was visiting a friend in his artist studio. He had dark eyes, short dark hair, and a corduroy coat and red Adidas trainers. It then dawned on me as I looked out of his studio window across the early evening skyline across the residential streets of Balham at dawn. Maybe he, in fact, was the boy at the window. I never dared ask him. I wonder, what if? It can be a small world if you dream big.
Woo.